They're approaching Ambush Alley right now.
We're ready.
Let me out right now!
What are you gonna do, huh? You're gonna kill me?
Again!
Hey howdy hey people of the internet, Wolfman47 Dash here with the very last vlog of the year. Originally I was planning to film this on Christmas Eve itself, but I decided to record it on the day before Christmas Eve because a friend of mine wants to see me for a bit on Christmas Eve, so I decided I'll do it on the day I'm doing this on, so then it's done, out of the way, can get on with holidays and everything, so yeah. So I'm not going to lie, this year has been particularly tough for me. I know I've not been in the hospital or anything, and I've not had any major surgery done or anything like that. No, nothing like that. Obviously, if you have had stuff like that, I haven't, then obviously I do feel bad and sorry for you and all that, so yeah. But anyway, it has been tough because it's the first year that me and my family have been without my sister being around. You all know, you've probably all seen the 2 videos I did on her already, and yeah, it's been difficult, but also good. So a few things that's been happening. I started a new job as an Oliver McGowan co-trainer for autism. So what I do there is I'm part of a trio of people. There's a person that supports us, that leads us through the thing. A person that represents learning disability, and me being autism, having lived experience and all that. And our jobs are to go out and train NHS staff into treating people like us better after what happened to Oliver McGowan himself, who was on the autistic spectrum and had various other needs as well. So we've basically been training ourselves by getting ready for this, but we haven't actually done any proper training just yet. We're waiting to do that. Hopefully going to do that in 2025. So yeah, looking forward to that. I've done a few risque things this year, particularly around my driving. So usually around the sort of spring, summertime, it's obviously going to get very hot, and most men like myself will either want to drive wearing some light clothing or hardly any clothing, and I decided I'd be a bit risque and decide to wear hardly any clothing, by which I mean I'd be shirtless during the day, and then if I feel like I can get away with it, just strip naked in the car and just drive home naked or close to naked, which I've tended to do usually at night time during the sort of hotter months, but then sometimes I do go in the car park, strip, and then put clothes back on after a little while, because I just love the thrill and adrenaline of the possibility of being caught, because you know that's kind of the whole point of driving around naked or whatever, isn't it? So yeah, obviously I wouldn't do it all the time. I'd only do it knowing full well that I won't get caught and I'm safe and everything. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that. Going back to my sister, throughout this year we've had a lot of recognition for her. So a short film that I did with Clank Soka, which is there to help advertise a dating and friendship organisation that we're a part of, was in the finals for this year's Smiley Awards, so we went to that. And the reason I bring this up is because it was dedicated to my sister, because she was one of the many members, as well as me and Clank, that are part of that. It didn't win, but it was good to go to the ceremony, just be there, be amongst celebrities and so forth, including a certain individual who presented MasterChef that I won't bring up name, you all know who I'm on about. And also a couple of events I went to with my mum, my dad and other people. First being a thing that sort of recognises the hugely needed organ donations that people do when they're passing on. So we went to an award for that, which my sister was awarded for posthumously, and we presented a certificate, medal and everything, and it was just a nice thing. And funny enough, there was a person I worked with who also worked with my sister that was there as well, which was nice, and she was very sort of comforting and reassuring and everything, so that was nice of her. Then there was another event where me and Mum and my line manager, who also knew my sister, went to the O2. This was more of a sort of learning disability and autism award ceremony hosted by, I forget the name of the radio DJ, but he's quite a well-known DJ here in the UK. And he made sure to make a mention of my sister before the awards started, because her story is in like 2 pages of the booklet for this event, so that was nice too. Next year we are going to another event because my sister is posthumously in the finals for this other awards event, which we're hoping to go to, and hopefully, unlike this one in the O2 where we weren't as organised, we'll get more organised for this one. So yay, there's that. And for the rest of the year we've just been grieving, just trying to get through life. I've taken every opportunity to go out and see friends, and God bless them, they're all doing ever so well to try and keep me happy, positive, and just carrying on with life as best I can. So I am forever grateful for that. In particular, when I did an afternoon tea experience, which was the very last present that my sister gave me, something I've always wanted to do was go on a train and do a sort of dining kind of experience. Originally it was fine dining, but as that is quite expensive, not necessarily a thing that most people enjoy, I settled with what my sister gave me, which was an afternoon tea experience, and I went with 3 of my friends to do that. So that was good. That was fun. What else have I done this year? Lots of trips to London, lots of trips outside of London. I did my very first independent flight to Glasgow. This is something that's been on the books for quite a long time, and although technically I did go with someone, we were supporting each other, because the person I went with he's not as accustomed to Glasgow as I am, and obviously it was my first time on a flight, so it was kind of an experience for both of us, just looking after each other, just going about life and everything, and yeah, it was nice and all that. So yeah. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I've done. Been to a lot of DJ parties this year. The thing me and Clank do, where we go to bingo Thursday night, that suddenly came to an end this year for reasons, and we don't know, and the future of which is uncertain at the moment, but we're hoping we'll be able to go back to do that soon. Last I heard, the bingo master, who I've got the phone number of, and so does Clank, he said that the higher ups at the bingo place that we do sheets for have not yet replenished their sheets, so yeah, not had that done yet. Obviously I'm now wearing glasses pretty much all the time in my videos now, and this is because just a couple of weeks ago actually, I went for my eye test, which I have to do every couple of years for reasons, and they said that because my vision has not really improved, I now have to wear glasses most of the time, so not just for reading books, staring at computer screens and driving at night, but pretty much all the time now. And for the last few days I've been trying to get myself adjusted and used to them. I think I'm adjusting and getting used to them now. I'm not short-sighted as such, not like my parents and my sister, but I am kind of getting to that point where I will need to be wearing glasses all the time, so that's my method now. I have to take eye drops as well, but those aren't easy to do, and every time, and the couple of times I've tried to put them in, they've just either missed or I've just tried to look them in. Yeah, it's difficult. I will say it is quite difficult. So yeah, that's all been happening. I've been busy. Work have been keeping me busy with all the different things that we've been up to. I've definitely gone to the cinema a lot this year, mainly with Clank as usual, but I've been with others as well, and I've seen a lot of films this year, and I think of the films that have come out this year, The Substance is definitely my favourite one of the year, because I actually did feel something with that one. But a few honourable mentions I will give are pretty much all the films I saw at the Cambridge Film Festival, probably with the exception of Nickel Boys, which I couldn't for the life of me get into, and I was just getting so tired watching it because it was such a long film, and yeah. So that's that one. I will also say the Alien and Gladiator film that we got this year. While both of them were okay, good, not too many bad things going on, they're the sorts of films that just, you see, they came and they went. It's not quite like when the Barbenheimer craze was a thing, because I know Gladiator 2 came out the same weekend as Wicked in some countries. But because with Barbenheimer, everyone was still talking about Oppenheimer, everyone was still talking about Barbie after they initially came out. But with the Wicked and Gladiator thing, which was called Wicked, no one really talked about Gladiator 2 after that. People would still talk about Wicked, but Gladiator 2, no one was talking about it. I've not yet seen every single film that's come out this year. Like at the time of this vlog, I've not yet seen Sonic 3. I would have probably seen Sonic 3 by now. I've also not seen Moana 2, and I've not seen Mufasa, but to be honest, after what I've heard with Moana 2 and Disney's, and how Disney are doing the different live action remakes, I couldn't really care less about them. And I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine, definitely a good Marvel film. Probably the best Marvel film we've had in a long time, and definitely one that really is hell bent on nostalgia. Because the few Marvel films that we've had that have been good since Endgame are the ones that have been hell bent on nostalgia, and also Guardians of the Galaxy 3, because anything that James Gunn touches turns to gold, or usually turns to gold anyway. So yeah. There's not been too much drama going on in my life. If anything, there's been drama going on with some of my friends. Like, I know one friend had an epileptic fit. She wears a special helmet. And I was there in the sort of building where it all happened, but I was kind of watching from a distance. And and to the best of my knowledge, I think everything, as far as I know, everything went okay. An ambulance was called, she was taken to hospital, and everything was fine after that. Obviously, there were at least one, maybe two friends that reacted quite badly to that, in which they were not really caring about the person. They cared more about the game of bowling and all that. But they've since kind of apologised, or done their kind of way of apologising for that, so fine. Then there was another person that kind of pretty much towards the anniversary of my sister passing away. She had a mental health crisis and was taken to hospital, and then she was saying all these different things and saying notes and everything. And although I do really want to help her, because I'm a selfless person. I always put my needs aside to help others. I just, with a heavy heart, could not build myself to be able to just go and help her. But we have talked a lot, and I have heard her side of things out and everything. But I have come to the conclusion that while I don't want to sort of abandon her as a friend, I do want to keep her as a friend. It's just she does need to sort herself out, and she can't rely on people like me and my friends to sort of be there to sort of hear her story and everything, and just help her, because she is in her mid to late 20s now, so she really should be helping herself more than anything. But last I heard, she was getting carers, and although life sucks for her at the moment, it will hopefully be a big adjustment that she will be getting adjusted to soon. I hope so anyway. So yeah. My washing machine has decided it's going to start leaking, and only recently have Mum finally managed to get some washing machine person in to sort of investigate it. And as it turns out, this washing machine cannot be fixed, so I'm taking my sister's washing machine as and when Mum is able to sort out an appointment with excuse me, with a friend of ours that will be able to sort that out. So yeah. Just trying to think if there's anything else. You've all seen my heart. I've been buying and trying a lot of things this year. I couldn't really pick which is my favourite ones, because I've forgotten what they all are. I did inherit a lot of my sister's things when she went. I've probably inherited more than what my parents have, because I've got a TV, I've got her whole gaming devices and games. I've got a few pictures of her, a few figures from her, and lots of other things as well. And I also got a lot of money from her as well, which I've not yet fully spent, but I have saved a bit of that left. But I have spent a fair bit of it on things this year to help deal with stuff. So yeah, one of my big ambitions in life is to sort of do some various projects in this flat, like turn my bathroom into a wet room, and various other things as well. But unfortunately, life gets in the way. So yeah, I've been trying my best to not spend too much, but it's not always been easy. And going back to work, I have been working with a couple of people who are, and we're hoping to do some safe places work in the new year, where we're going to go to different places and train the places into being safe and inclusive places for neurodivergent people on the whole, and basically pretty much anybody that fits into that area, that kind of person. So yeah. As you know, this channel is not a political channel. It's not a news-based channel. It is a channel that does talk where I talk about a lot of different things in pop culture and everything. But I tend to stay clear of any news regarding politics and sort of big major controversies, such as new prime ministers and presidents, and just anything that the big major studios are doing. I know AI has been a big issue this year, and I know AI has been a big issue still. Studios not really understanding that they need to be more original and everything, and all this other stuff going on as well. It's just been difficult. But it's good to know that there are still some studios out there like A24, Searchlight Pictures, Film 4, Studio Canal, and various other stuff are still very much making films that they want to make, still releasing them into theatres, and not taking any chances with streaming. Only taking chances with streaming if they know full well that the film's not going to do well. Which kind of beckons the question: why is Wallace and Gromit, of all things, still being on streaming? Because Wallace and Gromit is Aardman's biggest franchise. It's the franchise that put them on the map after all. So why not release it in cinemas? Which I would have said originally, but I have been to Battersea Power Station in London recently and saw that it was indeed being played there. So there is that. So yeah. Overall, I think the year has been a bit of a mixed bag for me. Obviously, it's been devastating because still getting over the loss of my sister. But there's been a lot of good things going on as well, and I'm forever grateful for the love, compassion, and friendship that everyone in my life has given me since it all happened. Everybody's pretty much doing everything that they should be doing when they know a friend like me is going through a difficult time. Although I've always had this worry that there's going to be that one person that will suddenly come to my face and say, "Oh, sorry for your loss, but my problem's more important," which fortunately hasn't happened yet. I did also lose a friend, or actually no, not a friend, more of a person that was in my life, but I wasn't really that keen on. I won't spare you all the details about her, but basically, she was a friend, but she's not like a close friend or a friend that I'd want to hang out with because of how she was around people. So she was known to lie about stuff. She was known to make a big deal about things. And yeah, overall, she wasn't a very pleasant person. And the last thing I actually did hear about her before she died was that she called the ambulance one time and decided and did not feel guilty about it, because as we know, the ambulance is there to help people and bring people back to hospital if they need, for life-threatening things and all that. But she felt guilty about it. So yeah, while I do feel sorry that she's not around anymore, I couldn't really give two shits about her, with all due respect and everything, because she didn't have the best of lives, to be fair. So yeah. And I don't really know what else to say. It's been a mixed bag of a year. It's definitely been a tough year. and I'm hoping that the new year is better, but I don't know if it will be any better. The big change of losing my sister will always haunt me. It won't ever go away, but it will certainly be a lot easier, especially as I've had counselling. That's helped me a big deal. And I'm looking forward to what the new year brings. I don't really like you doing New Year's resolutions, because every time I do a New Year's resolution, I don't really follow it. So lots of people say, oh, they're going to lose weight. Lots of people say they're going to change money, and other people say this, this, and this. But usually, on the whole, they definitely don't stick to it. So I'm pretty much not going to do a New Year's resolution either, other than sort of keep on trucking. Just keep doing what I'm doing, enjoying life, live life to the full, and yeah, and all there is to it. Speaking of which, at the time of this vlog, I have 760 subscribers, which is great. It's definitely been a good year for gaining subscribers, because I've gained a lot this year. And I know a lot of you might be sick to death of seeing shorts and videos every single day because of how I structure how they are uploaded. But I have been sort of thinking to tone them down a bit, and definitely when I've done all the birthdays and anniversaries that I want to do in this coming year, I'll then sort of tone it down a great deal and don't do them as much. So yeah. And then who knows, I might get more subscribers, I might not. I mean, I did hit a couple of milestones this year, and 760 subscribers or 759 subscribers, if it's still kind of going back and forth between those numbers, it's still good. And I look forward to when I get to my next milestone, whenever that will be. And I know a lot of you see more of my shorts than my regular videos, but I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. If you like my videos, great. If you don't like my videos, well, at least you gave me a shot, and I'm forever grateful for that. One thing I did sort of promise my counsellor that I would do is, if I ever need to rant or vent about anything, I'll just use this platform to do that, and to basically anyone that wants to hear my story, hear what I'm doing and everything. Basically anyone that wants to hear me out, I'll just rant away and do videos and that. So yeah, obviously I'll do my other videos as well. Like, I know in January I'll be starting God of War Ragnarok and South Park Snow Day, and I am working my way through Transformers Fall of Cybertron at the moment, and I'm hoping to finish that in January and then move on to Rise of the Darkspark, which I don't know if that's going to be a good game or not. I did play a bit of it quite some years ago, and I know a lot of people aren't too keen on it, but we'll see. And as usual, I'll still be doing my Let's Play videos, giving you guys a chance to vote on which games you want me to play first, second, third, or last, or whatever. I'll still do polls about what things you're going to be seeing, and still do polls to help the channel out and everything. And I'm also going to do my best to try and help and try and sort of exercise a bit more, and sort of try eating a bit more healthy eating. I'm not going to say that as a New Year's resolution. I'm just going to say I'm going to try and do it, but I may not be able to do it. So yeah. So I don't think there's much else to say. I think I've covered everything. The car has been through a lot this year as well, but it's all been fixed and mended and everything, and I'm just trying my best, and I'm just doing my best with driving, but it's not always easy, you know, because I'm trying to focus on too many things and everything. So yeah, but yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Obviously, do follow my socials. I do a video blog on Instagram as well, so do check that out, because I do share that on my meals and everything. But apart from that, and I can't think of anything else, so yeah, I'm going to end it now. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. I upload videos at various times daily in a BST/GMT time zone. So I do vlogs like this where I talk about things in live, show off things that I've bought, and try things in the form of hauls. I also talk about things mainly in pop culture, but particularly things that I'm interested in. I'll just review stuff as well. And as I said, I'll do gameplay videos as well. Two forms: straight up gameplay videos where it's just gameplay, nothing else, and Let's Play videos, which you should all know what those are by now. I also do shorts celebrating anniversaries and birthdays of people and things that I like. Excuse me. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to share with pals, do so. If you want to leave a comment, do so. see you in the new year or the next one, wherever you see this. Peace to you all. And remember, don't do any New Year's resolutions you know full well you're not going to keep. And do remember to just live life to the full, enjoy life, because you never know, it might be the last time you'll ever be able to enjoy life. And appreciate your family, appreciate your friends. Appreciate life, appreciate your friends. Don't get into trouble, don't do drugs, and all that other stuff. And remember that even though times may be tough, it doesn't have to be tough. Okay, so yeah. And speaking of which, need to sort out benefits as well and all that. So yeah, lots to look forward to and lots to not look forward to. So yeah, all right. Toodles, and see you in 2025.